Hello guys, welcome to your very first tutorial of simple Java programming. Today we are going to learn about creating a login page in Java using NetBeans IDE. First of all, we need to create a new project. Name your project. Let's have a look what I have already created. Here is a login form, template, the heading, login button, and a background. I have placed all of these in a folder here on desktop. Let's get back to the project. What we need is a JFrame form. Name your form. Okay. After creating a JFrame form, what you have to do is to drag all these images to this project. These images are the part of our project now. What we need to create a login page is some labels, a text field and a password field. Let's drag our very first label for our background. What we need to do for placing a label as a background, which is necessary, is to set the layout of our JFrame to null layout, and then we have to place the image we want for the background in this part of the properties of the label. We have already imported, so you would select the image from here, the bg image, bg.jpg. okay, let's drag it up. Here you have to do another thing, that is you have to set the minimum size of the JFrame that is located here. You can set the minimum size whatever you want. I am setting it as the size of my background image, that is 640 by 500. okay. Here it is. Let's run this now. Okay, we have our background. Now what we need is two fields, that are the text field and a password field. We need a label for our heading. We need a label for our login button, and we need two labels for username and password. Okay, this label is our background. Let's name it as bg. Drag all other labels and fields above this background so that you can see them. I'm back, sorry for the pause, I lost my charger. What I'm doing here is set the font style. Let's set it to 14 bold. The font is good. And then let's change the color according to our requirement. I think still smaller. We set it to 18. Yes, 18 looks good. just rename it to username. Okay, edit text of this text field to null. Sorry. Just make a copy of this label and paste it, drag it above the background, and then rename it as password. Let's place our heading. We again have to click on icon, header. This really looks classy. The design is almost complete. We just have to place the button and go to properties, again go to icon and set the image to login button. There it is. Edit the text and make it null. Here is our login button. Okay. Our login page is almost ready. Just run this. The design is complete. Here is our heading, username field, password field, and the login button. But the button is not responding to my mouse click. Here's what I have to do. I have to click on this button, right click, events, mouse clicked, and when the mouse is clicked, what I have to check is whether the username and the password in this username field and the password field is same as my desired username and password or not. We need a condition here. If the text field 1, that is your text field, dot get text dot equals, if it is equals to user, and for the password we cannot write it as we did for the text field. We would have to get the password in a string variable, string ext equals to new string, and we have to pass that password we are extracting from that password field here, j password field 1 dot get password. Now the ext contains the password. I have to do this because the password is not a string. The username was a string, but the password is in static, and I have to convert it into a string for comparison. Now what I would do is I would compare the ext with my desired password, with my desired string, that is pass. If it is equal, I would display a message dialog that is j option pane dot show message dialog. Set it to null. The dialog would be login successful. Okay, what if the username and password doesn't match? Then I would write an else condition. Just copy this, login failed. Let's run this once more. User and my desired password was pass. It says login successful. What if I do a spell mistake over here? It says login failed. So this was all about this tutorial. Please subscribe to see my future videos, and don't forget to check the description